Okay, I was called to do this reading. I had been thinking about it. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a focus on my table. Let me see. Get everything in here. I guess that's good. Okay, so I had been thinking about it. And I know I was called to do something regarding what's going on in the world today. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it or how I was going to fit it in. I know a lot of YouTube readers are still doing the love readings, which I am going to do because at least people have something good to focus on. I know I've been watching them. At first I was like, right now no one can go anywhere and there's much more important things in the world going on. Not that love isn't important, but finding a mate might have to be put on the back burner for just a little bit. Because other people have much more, health issues that need to be attended to. But then again, love is what makes the world go around. So I was kind of torn between that, but I will get to the love readings. But I was called to do, just a universal, collective reading for everybody. I hope everybody who is watching this is doing okay. I wish the best for everybody. I'm sorry for anybody who has had it affect them personally or within their close family. I know a lot of YouTube readers have given their take on the coronavirus. I haven't purposely watched any of theirs yet because I kind of have my own theory. Now, of course, there's I've read that every 100 years there's a virus, which makes sense, like the 100-year flood, the 100-year virus, just evolution, things like that probably do happen. And scientifically, I guess it's been proven over the years, the swine flu and, back when I was young, I guess it was the whole polio thing. I remember, having to go to school and getting a polio shot and just different things like that. So scientifically, in evolution, this comes up, and we have to deal with it and learn how to deal with it. However, because of my becoming enlightened in my ascension process and believing that the world is going to become more enlightened in 2020, which I didn't even connect to, but a coworker of mine was like 2020 vision, seeing things much more clearly. And I think that's what the divine, if you believe in the divine of any kind or any kind of God, and if you don't, that's fine too. But I believe in the divine, and I believe 2020 is our time for clear vision. So, I did put these cards in order to tell a story of what I think is going on. Okay? What I believe universally throughout the world, I believe this is the universe's tower moment. Okay? We do not have enough love in this world. There's crime, there's killing, there's greed, there's lies, there's deceit, there's corruption. Okay? Things are not stable. So, of course, with the tower, if it's not on stable ground, it collapses. So I believe that this is the universe's tower moment, brought on by the divine. Okay? This is causing a lot of 9 of Swords. A lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of people having sleepless nights, A lot of people losing their jobs. A lot of people not knowing if they're going to get paid. Okay, it's a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of unknown. All right? But prior to that, there was a lot of fighting going on. There was a lot of bickering in Congress, bickering in maybe families, bickering in the world, road rage, workplace shootings. There was a lot of fighting, school shootings, everything. Bridges collapsing, just a lot of chaos, a lot of fighting. Okay? There was a lot of burdens. Everybody was carrying a lot of burdens, doing too much, moving too fast, trying to get the best car, the best TV, the best of everything. Recently, 20 packs of toilet paper. Me and my sister still can't figure that one out. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, you don't want to ever run out of toilet paper, but I didn't buy any. I think I got like, I don't know, 8 rolls left. So, but hey, I went out without for like 2 weeks because I didn't have any money. But I had lots of toilet paper. I mean, paper towels rather. So I just used that and sealed those in baggies, grocery bags, and put them in the trash and threw them right out. So hey, you work with what you got. And again, I talked about a lot of deceit. A lot of cheating in relationships. A lot of even companies deceiving employees, deceiving the public. Again, with the corruption. Just a lot of deceit. And who do you think sees this? Who do you think you're really deceiving? The divine sees this. Okay, remember, life is all about clearing your karma. Because if you don't, you're coming back to do this all over again. And, if you're like, hey, well, that's fine, I'll just do it again. Well, you can come back and do it again voluntarily if you want. But you might want to volunteer to do it rather than being forced to do it. And if it's bad, if your karma is too bad, in the case of, let's say, murder or severe malice to somebody, you're not going to get a chance to ever come back. But that's a whole nother video. Okay? But, so this is putting people, causing people, it's going to cause people, in the next few cards, like I'll show you, to reflect. This is the purpose. To reflect. To pause. It's a government-induced pause. Reflect. This one has, it looks like possibly Mother Mary or an angel, but it's a stained glass like in a church. And this card, particularly the Rider-Waite, this person is praying. So it's a cause to pause and pray, and maybe get in touch with your own spirituality, excuse me, or religion. I might have to stop the video and get something to drink. Like I said, I just woke up and they were like, do this now. And this is for the whole world. Okay, it's not just you. I'm not putting anybody down. This is the whole world. Everybody. This is for those who are not enlightened to become enlightened. That we are all connected, no matter what we look like, no matter our age, no matter if we are an ant, a dog, a bird, a person, a tree. We are all created out of the divine. We are all connected. Okay, so it affects all of us. Yes, everybody is afraid in tarot of the death card, especially if you don't understand tarot. And in this case, yes, there will be some deaths. But overall, it's about transformation. It's a forced transformation. It's to go into social distancing, to be with oneself, to isolate, to self-isolate, to be with oneself, to transform, to change behaviors, to change perspectives, to get out of the self, the ego, to get into love, compassion, and grace for one another. There is going to be heartbreak. Yes. Yes, it's sad. It's nothing to take lightly. You know, God just picks who it's time for. Everybody has a predetermined end date before they come here. It just, I guess you get stamped and sent down. You know, postmarked, be back this date. You know, maybe it's random. I don't know. You know, guess they can't have everybody staying here forever. We'd have way too many people. So maybe they got one of those random, you know, stamps where you change the date, and they just keep twirling it and stamping, be back here on this date at this time. But I do believe everybody has a pre-planned end date. Okay? That's just me. Your life is planned out, I believe. Okay, but we will. The sky is rising above. He is battling against. Not, well, maybe about the coronavirus, but about everything that in his life has come against him. Okay, remember, it's time to reflect. You need to reflect on your life now. You need to take this time and self-isolation. This is forced self-isolation by the government, but it's divine intervention. It's for everybody to look at their life. It's a forced pause. It's actually a blessing in disguise. Okay, and I'm going to put this aside because I want to talk about something else with this forced isolation. Okay, I want to get back to that. It's causing us to find our own inner strength. Some people can't handle being alone. Some people don't like to be alone. Some people might have 5 kids. can't handle the being driven up the wall. It's to find their inner strength. Some people don't get along with their sibling or their mother. This is to find the strength to work it out. Okay, you're in this together now. Let's say you're a loving family. You're gonna have to work these things out, figure it out. You got at least 15 days, minus what, 10 more, 11 more days for sure. Figure this out. Use your strength, but in love. Come to everything with a view of love on both sides. Okay? This is, again, a forced isolation. It's forcing us to go into hermit mode. To look within. What have I done in my life that possibly has not helped other people? What have I done in my life that is good? that's helped other people? What have I done in my life that has harmed myself or blocked my progression? What have I done that's helped my progression? What should I change now? Now is the time to reflect, be in isolation, and when you come out, it's transformation. It's change. All this will be for nothing if we don't change. So when you're here in the dark, in your isolation, look at all your options. Look at all your wishes. Look at all your dreams. Maybe make a list. Make a vision board. What is it that you really want to do from here on out? Especially if you got laid off from your job, or you can start new now. This is what it's about. It's about starting over. It's kind of like a bankruptcy for the world, but in life. Your life just went bankrupt, and you get to start fresh. A fresh new start. So, you're going to take your dreams with the star card. You're going to take your dreams, your emotions that you've had, all your dreams, the wish. Think about, if you could do anything, what would you do? It's now. Now is the time. If you could do anything, what would you do? You could start now, right now, in isolation. Look online. Research. Take a few classes online. Find something free. Not everything costs money. You need to search. You need to look. Take your dreams and bring them over to the 3D earth and start planting them and watering them and nurturing them. This is your wishes come true. You can do it now. This is what this is all about. Change. Bringing your dreams to reality. Running out of room here. The divine wants us to work, take action. This is not the time to be lazy. This tower moment is for your good. It's to give you the chance for you to rest. Yes, you can rest. This is the pause. But you need to think. Think and plan. Plan for work ahead. Decide what you're going to do next. You may need to talk to people. We have phone, we have internet, and they're handing out free internet for people that don't have it. We have, social media, whatever. Maybe ask questions, research something. Don't waste this time. Ask for help if you need it. If you are on solid ground financially, don't hoard. Don't be selfish. If you owe someone money and you have it, give it back. That person could be suffering. If you can share. Okay? Don't be a hoarder. Don't be selfish. Okay? We need to bring out love, compassion, and grace. Not greed, selfishness, and your ego, self-centeredness. Those need to go. We need to balance the scales in humanity. The rich need to give to the poor. The healthy need to care for the sick. Those that have need to give. Okay? On here, this reminds me of the medicine symbol. My arm's getting tired. We need to care for each other. No matter how you look. No matter if you look different. This is affecting everybody. Let's say you are very prejudiced against a certain race. You're in the hospital with coronavirus, so an organ goes down. You need a transplant. The only person that can give you and matches your DNA or matches your whatever blood type or however they do it is an organ match, rather, is the race that you hate, that you've hated and grew up to hate, is the only match to keep you alive. Are you going to say no, you don't want it because it came from that type of person? Or if you find out that it came from that type of person, what are you going to say? Cut it out of me, I don't want it? Now really, what are you going to say? So we need to stop this prejudiceness. Okay? Maybe there should be I'm just going off now. I was going to say maybe there should be a card if you are so prejudiced against a certain race that, yes, I'll take a donation, but it can't be from this race. Okay, well then you die. I don't mean to be harsh, but we can't have prejudices in this world. That's the root of our problem. One of the roots of hatred, of malice. I mean, and it could be among family members of the same race. You've hated your sibling. You haven't talked to them for years. You hate them with all passion. Yet they're the only one that could be an organ donor for you. Are you going to take it? Think about it. It's the Wheel of Fortune. I see this as luck, not destiny. Our destiny is already planned for us. But luck we can change. This is the time to change. It's a judgment call. But the thing is, it's your judgment, it's your call. What you do with this opportunity. It is an opportunity from the divine. This tower moment for the world is an opportunity. You decide how you're going to handle it. You have the opportunity to change for the better. The world is in your hands. You have two ways to go. Go the old way, the way that may have not been working for you if you were not enlightened, or you could take the world and go on a path of enlightenment, a new path, a new way. And it's okay to change. You don't have to stick in your stubbornness. Oh, well, this is all how I've always been. How am I going to just automatically change? Well, the world is giving you an opportunity. This is your chance. A lot of people are changing. You could just go with the flow now. Be like, boy, that coronavirus, it really made me think about things differently now. That's all you gotta say. It's about becoming enlightened. Looking at life from a new perspective. No one is going to look down on you or hate you because you've gained new insights towards love. Not mean or bitterness. You're not going to be like, oh, we don't like him now. He's just way too nice. Oh, God, we're used to the old him. We want him bitter, mean, cranky, doesn't have a nice word to say. We really want that old guy back. No. No one's going to say that. And you can ease into it. You can do it in small steps if you want. But don't refuse this gift. Do not refuse this gift from the divine. I'm begging people. time to reassess your life, walk away what no longer serves you. And when I say that, and when you hear that phrase, that doesn't mean, who doesn't bring you coffee on time or make your bed or, do what you need to do as a slave or as a assistant or as a, on your demand, or as a maid or something like that. That's not what it means. It means if people are in your life that aren't for your highest good, if you want to quit drinking, don't hang around with friends that drink. Ease away from them. Or just, well, you really shouldn't even ease away. You can just keep your distance and walk away from them. Maybe talk to them over the phone here and there, but walk away. If you're in an abusive relationship, walk away. This is the time. And we'll talk about that again. The man on the boat, that's the divine. He is guiding everybody to calmer waters. Let him take you there. Go with the flow. Have no fear. Change. Move. This is about truth. This is about victory and seeing the truth in everything in your life. This is temperance. Have patience. It's not going to be easy, but you're given this chance. Blend love. Blend enlightenment. Get into your emotions. Then we are going to celebrate. Hopefully the world will have more compassion, love, and grace. Those are the three sisters. Three virtues. Compassion. You get a passion about it too. Compassion, love, and grace. Part of the cardinal virtues. That's what the divine wants. That's all he wants. More love in the world, more compassion for your neighbor, and more grace. Be grateful and have more grace, and humble. Be humble. It might not seem like it, but this is a blessing. This is love from the divine. That is causing all this to happen. Again, the divine wants you to become enlightened. Instead of thinking from logic, you need to think from your heart. But also the high priestess talks about thinking from your higher self, from your intuition, your sixth sense. We have different senses, hearing, seeing, touching, but there's also intuition. And this is something that we need to teach the children, is as another sense, is intuition. When you become enlightened, your intuition will grow. But we need to teach this to the children of the world as a concrete sense, along with the other 5 senses. Justice. This is an attempt to bring justice to the world, to put everybody back in balance. When this is done, hopefully we will have a brighter, happier, more loving world. This is the goal. Okay, just want to say one more thing. I didn't realize this one would go so long, so I have 2 other videos that they want me to do also.